All right, let's dive right in. We're talking about one of the most important skills that separates a great data scientist from a professional AI engineer. And, it's something that might seem kind of small at first, code formatting. But trust me, getting this right is the foundation for building solid, collaborative AI projects. So let's just be real for a minute. When a teammate opens up your latest Python script, what are they looking at? Is it a masterpiece? Is it clean, professional, and easy to follow? Or is it kind of a mess? A little chaotic? The kind of code that makes working together a total headache. And that question, it really gets to the heart of a huge, often unspoken, point of friction in so many ML projects. The absolute chaos that comes from inconsistent code. Think about it. When everyone on the team is just writing code in their own personal style, you end up with this messy, unpredictable code base. And this isn't just about looks, not at all. It actually increases the mental load, the brain power it takes just to read the code. And that makes it so much easier for real, sneaky bugs to hide. Look, the whole point here isn't to win some endless, pointless debate over tabs versus spaces. No way. The goal is to end the debate. By agreeing on one single professional standard, the team can stop wasting energy on style points and actually focus on what matters, solving real machine learning problems. So let's really nail down what we mean by this professional standard. What is this discipline of code formatting? And why is it totally non-negotiable in a real engineering environment? Basically, formatting is not about changing what your code does. It never, ever touches the logic. All it's doing is changing how your code looks. The whole idea is to make it universally clean, predictable, and super easy for anyone on the team to understand. And this right here should be a light bulb moment. Formatting isn't just a preference. It's a core engineering practice built on 3 pillars. First, readability, which makes debugging way faster. Second, collaboration, because a shared style makes the code feel familiar to everyone. And third, maintainability, which means your code can actually grow and change without falling apart. Now, the best part for all of us Python developers, the community has already done all the hard work for us. They've already agreed on a standard. It's called PEP 8, and it's the official style guide for Python code. When you adopt it, you're not just following a rule. You're aligning with the entire global Python community. And while you should pretty much always stick to the defaults, the standard is also practical. It evolves. For instance, the original PEP 8 line length was 79 characters, which made sense for the small monitors we had back in the day. But today, we've all got these nice wide screens, so a slightly longer line length, like 88 characters, is a super common and totally fine modern adjustment. Okay, so we have a standard. That's great, but how do you actually enforce it without turning into the code police on your team, right? Nobody wants that. The answer isn't nagging your teammates, it's automation. It's using the right toolkit.
First, it's really important to get the difference between 2 kinds of tools. On one hand, you have a formatter. Its job is simple. It just rewrites your code to match the style guide. It's automatic, it's predictable. On the other hand, you have a linter. A linter analyzes your code. It's like a detective looking for potential bugs, errors, or just weird patterns that could cause problems down the road.
Now, in the past, you used to need a bunch of different tools for this. You'd have one tool called Black for formatting, another one called iSort for your imports. It was a whole thing. But today, the game has totally changed. There's a single, unbelievably fast tool called Ruff, and it handles both formatting and linting. It simplifies your entire setup. Let me be crystal clear about this, because it's that important. Professionals do not format code by hand. It's a total waste of your time and mental energy. The only right way to do this is to automate your workflow 100%. And getting that automation started is surprisingly easy. Once you install Ruff, you can format your entire project, every single file, with one simple command, ruff format dot. And for those of you working with CI/CD pipelines, you can use the -check flag to just verify that everything is compliant without actually changing any files. Super useful. But this is the real magic. This is the set it and forget it method. All you have to do is add these few lines to your VS Code settings, and you're telling your editor, hey, use Ruff to automatically format my Python code every single time I hit save. It's that simple.
And that's the dream, right? That's the goal. You adopt the standard, you automate it one time, and then you never have to think or, more importantly, argue about code style ever again. It's 100% compliance with 0 extra effort.
Now, of course, no automated tool is perfect. We've all been there. There are those rare cases where the formatter does something that just doesn't feel right, or it actually makes the code harder to read. Well, don't worry, you still have control.
you've basically got two ways to handle this. You can use what's called the implicit method, just a gentle nudge, by adding a trailing comma inside a list or a dictionary. That signals to the formatter, hey, keep each item on its own line. Or for more complex stuff, you can go explicit. Just wrap a block of code with these special comments, and you're telling Ruff to back off and leave that section completely alone.
So here's the fundamental truth, especially for any data scientist making that leap into an engineering role. Your code is going to be read way more often than it's written. By embracing automated formatting, you're turning your code from a personal project, and maybe even a liability, into a professional asset that makes your entire team faster and better. So the question is, how will you make your code an asset?